Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to fix your DVD writer or CD drive, DVD or CD rewritable in your computer. Like if you have one of these like CD DVD writers, so in most cases, like if you have like a CD DVD writer, like have an LG DVD writer that doesn't seem to work, but not really, it works. But I'm going to show you how to fix it. So, it also we got these three laptops here. We have a Toshiba laptop and a Dell laptop and my LG external DVD writer, which are going to show you how to fix it. But anyways, I'm going to show you like if you have one of these like DVD or CD burners in your computer, like if your drive doesn't read or drive doesn't do anything or doing something, but you can't hardly even read it. I'm going to show you how to fix it. Most possible cause is the lens itself is really dusty on the inside. So I'm going to show you that here in a minute. But if your drive reads a disc, but it doesn't seem to pop open, and here's how you get it out. In most cases, if you have like a little drive, DVD drive, there will be a hole in the front. This is called the manual eject. All you need to do is get your small screwdriver or your paper clip or your small tool will do a job for you. So all you need to do is making sure it doesn't fit on the hole. If it doesn't, you just need to strip back just a little bit or use a different small screw on top of that and just stick it into the small hole. Just be careful. Try a bit pressure on it. And then there we go. You hit release. There we go. And remember, in that way, you can take the disc out, put it into your case if you want. So if it opens and it doesn't read any discs, most possible cause of the laser lens itself is very dusty on the lens. It's really dusty. Most cases, like if you have one of these drives, like if it doesn't read CDs but it opens but it closes but it doesn't burn CDs, the lens it's really dusty. As you can see, doesn't look that dust at all. It's clean, but it works though. It's very clean right now. In that case, if you have like a drive, like if it doesn't burn discs, you can clean the lens via the Q-tip and just some standard basic rubbing alcohol. So all you need to do is just get your bottle of alcohol and the Q-tip and just dip it in, and then just rub the laser against it. But just be careful because these things are extremely fragile. So just careful now. You don't want to push it too hard because it can mess it up. So I just need to clean it. Just get all the dust and everything off of it. On top of that, try your disc and see if it reads. And if it doesn't read, you can go to the next step. So once after that, if that doesn't work, look on the back. Or in most cases, like if you have one of these drives, like some of them will have like a little trim pot on the lens. Like let me show you one of the lenses. Lens that I got, a lens that I've been personally used. This is the lens. This is coming from the desktop drive. So those little two trim. Let me shut it real quick. Just making sure. It also, in order to protect from getting any dust buildup, you have to close your drives. So just make sure you keep it from getting any dust over it. So, especially like if you have it open, that way one of your kids can or something like that, they can mess up or touch the internal compartments in the drive. That way it can mess it up. So we don't want that. So most cases, if you have like these drives, like after you clean the lens, it still doesn't fail. It still has any trouble. So see those little trim pots around here? Those little pinchonometers, those little trim pots. So So one will be for the DVD and one will be for the CD. So depending on the problem, just your DVD doesn't just your DVD stop burning, but it will still burn CDs. So depending on what your problem is, most cases like that the laser itself has those little two trim pots around here. So most cases, like if you have one of these, like after you clean the lens and it still fails to work, you can get one of these drives. So what you're gonna do is you have to get a multimeter, or you can do it without one, but just be careful not to burn the laser diode. So just get your Q-tip and just put it into the so not the Q-tip, the multimeter. You put it into the ohm scale, and just use these little two. Just use the red positive and the black for negative, and just put it into the two multimeters, and it should read about 7 or what you have. And if it's you just need to mess around with it. So you just need to use a little screwdriver and just do it like tiny bit, but not too far, because if you go too far, you can burn up the laser dial. So just be careful now, because in that cases, like if you have, like if you accidentally burn the laser dial, don't worry, you can get. So you have to use one of these two trim pots around here, and I'm gonna show you that again real quick. I have a Toshiba laptop to show off. So hold on, let me show you. Again, if you want to open up your drive manually, just get your pen or your paper clip. See the little hole right there? This one doesn't have a front bezel, it should be a lot easier. There we go. Just apply gently pressure on it. And this one, the back, I'm going to show you how to take the back off. You just be very careful right now, because the laser lens is attached to the Redmond cable, and this is the ejecting cable, which controls the mechanism for opening and closing it. Once you press the button, the latch itself releases it, and this is a connector that connects the little slit simply, which the laser moves back and forth. But I'm going to show you how to get to the laser dial here, the little. So you just get the little black tab right there, just see a little tab right there. So right now it's unlocked. So you can now basically remove it, but just be careful now, because it attaches to the Redmond cable. Let me show it again real quick. Again, to reconnect it, just push one. Just connect it really carefully. Make sure it's in tight, nice and straight up. And see the black tab? You push it in, and it locks. So if you wiggle around with it, you can mess up the Redmond cable. Just be careful. Again, if you want to disconnect laser assembly or whatever part you want to disconnect, again, just flip that cable, flip the little tab up, and just disconnect the drive. There we go. And just close it to what was. All right. So I'm gonna so those, you can't hardly see those trim pots around here, which controls the laser assembly, which how much power it needs to read this. But if you have one of these like drives, like the laser assembly itself, you can get one of these laser, like if your drive doesn't have enough power to it to burn DVDs or CDs, you can adjust it. Just get your multimeter, or we can do it with that one, but just don't burn a laser up. So just, if you're accidentally burning up, don't worry, it happens to everyone, so it's alright. So sometimes it happens, but just be careful. You just need to turn it like tiny bit. Then once after that, try your disc, try your CD or your DVD. If it doesn't work, just go a bit further. until you get your CDs to burn, until you get your CDs to write up. And like I said, if you go too low, yes, you can burn your laser in no time. So, and if you want to connect your DVD drive, all you need to do is open this tab up and just stick it in. Be very careful now because the ribbon cables are extremely fragile. Just be careful, making sure it lines up nice and straight. After that, you shut that black tab, and there we go. Now it's connected. So, oh, I forgot to show you that. I'm gonna show you how to get the back off of it. So most cases, like if you have any trouble with the if your sled assembly doesn't move or your motor itself doesn't move, like there's some dust at the bottom of the laser lens, you just blow it off. Like if you have any dust on the bottom of the laser lens, and if you can use one, you can press A to clean it up. But before you can do that, you can actually blow it off yourself. So let me show you again real quick. You just need to do is blow it off like that, just like that. Let me show it again real quick. And that way, then the lens will get all that dust off of it. So that doesn't work, you can get one of the compressed air, and just be careful right now because the lens itself is very fragile now. So this is the ribbon cable. This ribbon cable connects the optical drive parts into the actual motherboard, which is inside of the laptop, which most cases, like if you have one of these DVD drives, like if you want to get to the power motherboard, you have to take the top off. Usually just some couple of screws, and the top actually comes right open in order to get to the power supply. Like if your drive hasn't received any power before, you can get once it's that, it still doesn't work for you. I'm gonna show you how to get to the bottom. I'm gonna show you how to do it in my external DVD drive because this one has a little bottom cover to it. The bottom cover is where it protects the parts from. So nobody can access all the electrical stuff inside, especially if there's a trouble with your drive. So let me go ahead and show you it again real quick. I'm going to show you how to opening it manually without power. Alright, again, just get your paper clip or just your small tool, just stick it in. Be careful right now, just apply a bit of pressure on it. Now it opens. So in order to get to the bottom, you got some screws right there on the bottom that you need to remove. Like this one right here has one. This one was missing, and the one screw. Once after you get this unscrewed, they just need to tiny lift up this tab. Just make sure you don't force it because there's some remaining tabs on the side, on the edges of your drive. And this one, it just accidentally broke one because most cases, like if you have one of these, like after you get the screws and you can check for any leftover screws and still found one, you can unscrew it in, and after that, just keep your eye on the leftover screws. Under that, just get your small bit screwdriver and just pry it just a little bit, just spin it just a little bit. Then the top itself usually comes right off, and that way you would get access to all the compartments inside, including the laser lens, your motor lens assembly, that little sled motor assembly, and let me close the drive real quick. So make sure so it doesn't get any dust build up. And I'm gonna go ahead and shut my Toshiba off. Again, just make sure you shut the drive so the dust doesn't build up. Get into it. Like if there's some dust build up to it, then your drive will work really hard. So just make sure you shut the drive. Yeah. I've been trying my best to be careful because that's how I've been showing now. I know how to do it the right way. So if it still doesn't work, you try after you try all the suggestions. Don't worry, you just need to take it apart, then mess around with it until you get fixed. Let's clean the lens, clean a bit further, but just don't push it too hard because it can mess it up. But just do it. Be careful now. Once you it still doesn't get any water on the alcohol lab, just get get a bit drop, and then onto that, just let it dry out. Onto that, try your disc, and it reads, and it still works. Yes, your problem is solved. Alright, guys. This is gonna be end of the review, guys. Most cases, if you have one of these like drives, like I said, the most possible cause on this particular drive is the dust getting over to the lens. So you have to clean it in order to get to the drop, in order to get the drive to work a lot better. So, like if your drive is making that noise, like if your drive was making that little buzzing noise or something like that, that the one of the sled assemblies cause that noise, which is not normal. You just get one of your bit trample antibiotics and just do just a bit of drop on it too, which in that case it makes it a lot quieter. So, alright, guys, this is gonna be it for this review and how to troubleshoot the optical drives into your computer. Comment if this worked helped for you. Make sure you don't forget to hit the subscribe button and comment down below and like the video if it works. And if it doesn't work for you, don't worry, just mess around with it until you fix it. And thanks a lot. Bye.